Friday, March 10th, 1944. Number 38. Dialogue with Gitta. There is a point, the focal point, and it is known as eternity. It is the point of security and mastery. What deceives you? The great deceiver, time. The human is not at home in time. The human is homeless in time. Take just one step and the stream pulls you along, the stream of time. The stream is the sign of time, but you are not frogs and certainly not fish. Past, present, future. One person regrets the past, the other fears it. One has hopes for the future, the other fears it. There is no present, no now, for the human lives either in the past or in the future. Past, present, future. All three are but one stream, one single, indivisible stream, the movement of subtle matter. To view the stream and to be in it are not the same. The human is also master of the stream. The true act is eternity, present in time. To hurry is not to act. The point of which I speak is beyond the river. Past, present, and future are three rays. Their focal point is eternity, eternal reality. Step out of time, my servant, and you will be its master. The creative act can only spring from the point of eternity. I do not know the name of the doorway leading to timelessness. I have searched in vain all week. Where am I lost? In time. This is why I speak to you of time. How many doorways do you seek? One. I'll give you 100,000. May each act, each thought, each rest be offered to the divine. Thus everything leads to Even the minutest is worthy of offering to What bliss your existence would be if you could truly offer. Do you have another question? Speak to me about the new sun. Clouds of fog still veil it, otherwise it would be visible to you now. There is still too much water in you. I know that water refers to the unstable movements of my moods in the stream of time. The new sun is not yet able to pierce the fog in you. Do not expect the sun to come from outside. There you will never see it. Your task is the act. We do not act. We do not give. We do not take. We were not, nor shall we be. We are through the divine. Let us bow our heads. The divine is with us. Friday, March 10th, 1944. Number 38. Dialogue with Lily. In its brief, fast life, a fish lays millions of eggs. 2 would be enough. 2 offspring suffice to transmit what since eternity has been one. The much, the many, increase the distance from him. The circle is becoming smaller. We are closer to him. New direction, new proportion, from the many to the undivided one, from the many to the solitary. More supplements and improvements are not needed. Can you glue another fruit to the tree? Helping is not a matter of adding and gluing. The divine does not glue together. The divine enables growth. Help the divine, and you save the world. The hand of the divine is near. It is you. Do you have questions? Teach me my earthly and heavenly tasks. The earth is fulfilled, but heaven does not yet burn in you. You do not have two places. Your place is in the middle. Earthly life and heavenly life comprise 7 levels. 3 are completed. 3 are beyond the finite. And the 4th, in the middle, will find them all. Thus the 7 levels become one, and the abyss ceases to exist. The 5th speaks to you. I do not completely understand. You do not understand even the half of it. The 4th, in the middle, unites the 3 earthly with the 3 heavenly levels. I belong to the 5th level. You are my support on earth. Faith is the bridge over which you reach the place of the 4th. The 4th no longer has faith. The 4th already acts. To József. His house has 4 walls. Its roof is heaven, its floor is earth, green and blue. Heaven protects better than all roof tiles. If he looks after it, this dwelling will not become wet. Its 4 walls are the 4 directions of heaven into which your acts flow. The force is never exhausted, it never dries up, it will never overflow. To me. For 1 loaf of bread, a small place is enough. The multitude, the many, separates from him. What is enough will burn all of the excess. Excessive weight only causes harm. Ask. What does it mean to be bound by obligation? It is the opposite of the act. Turn away from it because you would lose yourself. Defend yourself from being bound. When the rope breaks, it will be broken forever. His word is, be free. If he can act through you, then all of the old ropes are torn asunder, and only dust and ash remain. The rope belongs to the hangman. Listen, a world falling into dust and ashes cannot be bound together again, repaired. We are not bound to each other, and yet we are with each other. He is our witness. This dialogue with Lille seems to me like an abstract, incomprehensible play of numbers. I ask Hanna to explain it, particularly the meaning of the 5. She then sketches a diagram from an earlier dialogue on page 165. But this time she adds the elements that had been missing. All of a sudden, the context becomes clear to me. I see this sketch as a symbol of all that the angels have been explaining to us. It illustrates the teaching in a structured order. At last I grasp the place of the human being in creation. I discover a new balance in which fleeing into the spirit and disdaining matter are just as wrong as clinging to matter while denying spirit. I realize how important and essential it is to fully affirm the life of the body as well as that of the spirit. And finally, I also discover my own dignity, the dignity of the individual human who is called to unite spirit and matter. Never have I so intensely felt that creation cannot be fulfilled without the participation of the human. It is only through me, the human being, the 4th in the middle, that my angel can act on earth. With this discovery, my life takes on a wholly new meaning. I have the possibility and the task of uniting matter and spirit in my body as in my soul. Friday, March 17th, 1944. Number 39. Last personal dialogue with Gitta. The sphere is wholeness, fulfillment. The apple indicates the power of wholeness. If you eat it and do not act, if you take it and do not give it on, then you do not deserve the 6. The power of the 6 acts everywhere. What is power? I will reveal it to you. Listen. The 5 is angel. The 6 is seraph. The seraph is to me what I am to you, intermediary and master. The seraph and I are one. Thus, the 3 levels are fulfilled and completed. I feel a radiance shining forth from passed on through the seraph and passed on further through my angel. But where is the 4? Does not tolerate emptiness, for the divine is known by the name of wholeness. Your place is the 4. There the near and the far cease to be. Bow down your head before the divine, but hold it high before all others. Only the act makes you master. Do you hear my words? Yes. Yes. Do you understand my words? Yes. Do not hear them. Do not understand them. Live them. Do not fear the divine. Serve the divine. Fear exists only below. Only at the peak of your question will you find an answer. I'm there. Only from there can I answer. Anything done only halfway brings no blessing. It cannot bring a blessing. Always take the way that leads upward. Never deviate and never stand still. Standing still is the second death. This is the teaching. Everything has its peak, and the peak is your place. Heaven be with you. The angel has often mentioned the task of the human being to rule over the created world like a just and righteous monarch. This message came in various forms. In the 29th dialogue, the royal scepter was given to us, of course in a symbolic way. Today, the second royal attribute is emphasized, the orb, which is a sign of royal power and wholeness. I have a vague foreboding that today's dialogues might be our last such personal instructions. The orb, symbol of royal power, is known in Hungarian as the apple of royalty. Friday, March 17th, 1944. Number 39. Dialogue with the One Who Measures. What is measured by the One Who measures? Space. The circle in which your hand does not act is worthless. The divine sows the act, and the human receives it. Circle and act exist in time and space, and measures them through me. Where are your acts? The time is ripe, the circle grows. Sees everything. Where are your acts? Space is whatever your hand can fill. The hand is formed, but it is not yet forming. There is no escape. All ways converge at the one and only point. Light, the only reality. Through light, the creature is. You are a creature, and you are light. This is so. The toad sits in the water tepid, neither fish nor mammal. Toad or angel? The weighing scales are empty, your acts are insufficient. It bores me to measure emptiness. I long to offer fruit. The divine expects more of you. May your hand be ready. May your ear now hear, for the divine speaks through me. The urgency of these stern words awakens in me a sense of approaching catastrophe. Catastrophe which can only be met if we have first gone through a transformation. Friday, March 17th, 1944. Number 39. Last personal dialogue with Lily.
Look at your sign, the triangle, the 3. How does this lead to the 4?
Showing the right hand.
Force.
Showing the left hand.
Matter.
Indicating the heart.
The acting one. Matter is the task, force is the means, and the acting one is What is the 4th? The act. In this way the new building is completed. Your lack is filled. Your past is dissolved. The old disappears and heaven opens up. Dance. To join heaven and earth is your act. Thus every movement you make becomes heavenly dance. I too am a dancer. I dance for the divine. I feel that the angels' dancing is creation through rhythm. Dance for me and for eux. Your hands are free, your feet laugh. I am one with you. Our lips sing the same song.
To Hanna.
Every song is sung for eux.
To Lily.
Every dance is danced for eux.
To me.
Every ray is a bird in flight to eux.
To Joseph.
Every wall of the new house stands through eux. Now the one song with 4 voices rises to the divine. It becomes ever more clear to me that we can reach the 4th level, where every one of our acts becomes act, only when we act at our own task.
Friday, March 17th, 1944. Number 39. Last personal dialogue with Joseph. The earth below is just as near as the silence above. They are one. The earth, the green earth, is your heaven. Only on earth can the act be accomplished. Empty is the earth, but the divine hand fills it. The hand whose name is the human. The human is the one who builds. The human is the one who helps. The human is the one who shines. The human is the one who acts with measure. Your name is Messenger of Heaven. Never forget this, for your place is here on earth. Only in this way can heaven and earth be joined. The ancient whirlpool devours all the stones from which the house of God was built. But you build new walls for heaven here below. Not walls of stone, but of law, of rhythm, and of song. Heavenly Messenger, is with you. Friday, March 24th, 1944. Number 40. Dialogue of the Chorus. All of Hungary is in deep shock. In an overnight operation, the country has been occupied by German troops. The seventh heaven is just as near as the earth below where your feet rest. There he is king. Never again will he come to earth. Blinding light, soul reality. The king, the eternal being, dressed in white fire, flaming up to You are his servants. Serve him. Him, the glorious being of light, too brilliant for the human eye. Him, the eternally unbelievable, the only source of belief. All of you, you are his blood. You are Jesus. You are in his place. You act, you live, you become, and he is the source, the way, the truth. He is life. Darkness and horror fade when light can come. The light that we give is twice softened. It's so strong that the world would burst into flames were we not to filter it with our wings. Raise yourselves, filter the light once more. This is the only way for light to come. Fire descends upon the earth. If heaven burns in you, then all the old burns away. Behold, in the old which burns away, he is unable to act. Only when all the old in you is burned away will you see heavenly fire. Before then you would be burned by it. Earthly fire comes only from the earth and consumes only what is of the earth. The heavenly is not consumed, for it is the fire itself. To carry and bring this fire is a noble act. Become pure. Serve him. Only thus is it possible. The light you bring down is marvelous. It burns only where change is necessary. In the vessel, there is no more water, only blazing fire. For he who is above all baptizes with fire. Let go of the water. The name of all suffering. The leak rupture. Be filled with fire. The time is near. If the vessel is cracked, the fire flows out. Disaster. The fire comes through you alone, but only if you act. Act. Only in this way can the earth receive heavenly fire. Outside, a storm is raging. The wind whirls and roars. The snowstorm rages. But already it is on the wane, for warmth, sprouting, and the light are near. Believe me, he comes, and he is the light. We sense that not only our angels are speaking today, but also a much greater force. This dialogue was of a never-before-experienced intensity. Friday, March 24th, 1944. Number 40. Message for Lily. As a result of the Nazi occupation of Hungary, all means of travel have come to a standstill, and there is no way for Lily to make her way from Budapest to our village.
The angel of the one who helps is here. What you just heard was the song of the chorus. Now I speak to the one who is away and yet is here. Darkness cannot keep her away. Darkness is but the shadow of matter still not penetrated by the new light. When inhibited by matter, even light becomes subject to the laws of matter. But the new light penetrates everything. There are no boundaries, no near and no far. And my servant can be here. Is the center of all. When the light comes from then the hand of the one who helps grows, embraces all, and acts freely. My little servant can be everywhere and can act everywhere.
Silence.
The power of the highest helper is with you. I, too, serve you. I, you, he, we are three. But beyond the threshold, one. And that is grace. I write out the song about Jesus and the short message which I will pass on to Lily at the first opportunity. Actually, I felt Lily's presence during the dialogue, but only now do I understand how this was possible. Outer light is limited by time and space. In the light of the sun, matter casts shadows. The light of distant stars can be measured by light years. In contrast, inner light penetrates everywhere. It is timeless, spaceless, unmeasurable. If Lily is filled with inner light, she can be everywhere, and her every act becomes the all-transcendent act.